All right, so we have done some with making layers in the making a web layer map, but let's just talk about layers that we're going to use internally without uploading. So at this moment, I have already selected all of Putnam parcels, but let's go ahead and clear that selection. So we are going to go into different ways that we can select them. First of all, let's go ahead and just select with a square. Holding Control after I've done that, I can deselect. I can deselect individual ones, or I can deselect like that. I can also select with a lasso. And holding Control, I can also deselect. Now, if I want to add to the selection, I hold Shift, and I will make an addition. Control removes. Okay, so now that I have a selection, let's go ahead and say that this is exactly what I want. I'm going to go ahead and right-click on this, and we have two options. One is the quick and dirty way, which is not compatible with web layers, and that is make layer from selected features. Now, once I make this layer, and if I try to upload a web map or web layer, it won't recognize it. It'll try to upload all of Putnam County. So I am encouraging us to get away from this, but let's go ahead and just click it anyways. And you'll see that that selection is now here. Now watch, I'll turn off its parent, where it came from. And you can still, even if I turn off the base maps, it'll help you see it. There they are. That was my selection. Those are them. I can double click its swatch, and I can change its color a little bit so you can really see it. Okay, so another way, let's go ahead and turn that off, turn this back on. Now you can see it did not deselect for me. That's very convenient. Now I'm going to go back to its parent, which is here, and I'm going to right click it, and I'll go to Data, Export Features. So this is a duplicate of the work that you'll see in my Making a Web Layer map. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to click right here. You'll see in the input Putnam County tax parcels, that's the parent. So that's what I'm selecting from. It already knows that I'm going to be, you can see this input has a selection. The selection is what I just selected. Records to be processed, 3,413. So I selected that many, and that is how I know exactly what's going to be exported here. So I click it, and I'm going to look. My eyes are immediately going to find that GDB. I want to delete everything that comes after it, and I want to delete the database itself. So I'm going to put this shapefile directly in Projects, New Video Project. It's going to go straight in here. It's going to be random_selection.shp for shapefile. I'm going to hit OK. And now you can see, I'll go ahead and turn off the parent again, and you can see this is my selection. This one is a full shapefile. It stands alone. This one does not stand alone. It is a child of this one, and it cannot be separated from it. Basically, I can't upload it online without pulling the entire county with me. So these are for quick and dirty. This is quick and dirty work if we want to use those. So we have made a new layer. Let's do it again. Let's do an advanced layer selection. So I have my random selection. I'm going to go ahead and right click this and remove it. This is how you remove them. You can remove it. Oh yeah, I can do something else that's special. Let's say I want to actually delete some of this. I can select parcels in this, and I just hit the delete key, not backspace, but next to backspace you'll find the delete key. I can delete it, and it says, do you want to delete the data? Yes. Bam, I have just removed parcels from this shapefile. They are being eliminated from the shapefile as we speak. Goodbye. All right, so I could modify it in that way by hitting the delete key. Let's see if I can right-click and delete. Yes, right-clicking and delete is going to do the same thing if you're not interested in using the delete key on the keyboard. All right, so now I have this thing. Let's try an advanced selection. Now I'm going to go back to my main one, Putnam County tax parcels, and I'm going to go to select by location. Now, what location? Okay, so I'm inputting Putnam tax parcels, right? So, input features and selecting features. Oh, it says pending edits. So I've made edits by deleting, so I'm going to go ahead and save those edits. Another place I can find that is here. If I go up onto the top and go to the Edit tab, I will see my save comes up. So let's go ahead and look at that real quick. So if I make an edit, so I just clicked and it automatically used my What's Here tool. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to go back to my Selection tool, make a selection. I'm going to use my Delete key. I'm going to say yes, and now you can see my save is ready for me. So I can discard those changes, discard those edits, bam. So that is why that was coming up. So let's go ahead and do an advanced selection. I'm gonna say select, I'm gonna come back here to map, select by location, and let's say I'm inputting Putnam CAD, let's say I'm gonna take the random selection, I'm gonna put it here, and I'm gonna say within a distance, search distance is going to be in meters, within a distance of 1,000 meters, and it's going to make a new selection. So let's see if this works. Apply. Okay, so what it did was it selected the parcels that were within 1,000 meters of my random selection. Now you might wonder about some of these outliers out here. They could be actually sharing a parcel number with something in here. Let's say we're going to limit it to 10. Alright, so this is some of these guys, these reindeer things, they might actually be sharing a parcel number with something in here. We don't know. Let's say I just want to select the ones that are 1 meter away from okay, so it's really close here. Alright, so we use the within distance. We can use all kinds of choices here. Have their center in, boundary touches. Let's try the boundary touches. Search distance is not supported. Right, so I need to get rid of that search distance when I want to do this one. So these are parcels that share a boundary with the Putnam tax parcels from our random selection. We can also invert the spatial relationship. So this is going to be everybody who does not share a boundary. Let's see that. So now you can see that right there, the unselected parcels, those were our special random selection. And by hitting invert spatial relationship, I have selected all from Putnam County tax parcels that does not share a boundary with these. And so you can see over here, these unselected parcels, they are also from those special parcels that are not actually contiguous. All right, so we have played some with our advanced selections. Let's go ahead and close this and clear our selection.